What's going on, y'all? Happy holidays to everybody out there. I know that y'all doing some last minute shopping. I know that y'all are doing some last minute, a lot of things. Okay, but I really had to talk about this whole situation, right? So fast food, right? Working in the fast food business, in my opinion, is the most thankless job on the planet. This is no shot to the people that work in fast food. I used to work in fast food, so I know the toll that it takes to deal with the low life scumbags that crawl into the restaurant and cause havoc for everybody. There is absolutely nothing worse than dealing with the pitiful nematodes that crawl into the establishment to be absolutely insufferable to any and everybody that they come into contact with. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So recently there was a video that went viral in regards to a customer that went to Chipotle and got mad at the portions they were giving her. And I guess she said enough's enough. And so she caused a huge scene by going behind the counter and doing this.
Just let her make her food. Just get her food, please. Like, yeah, like, just let her get her food. Just let her, like.
Thank you. Y'all got me fucked up. Then she gonna take my food, talking about I can't get my shit.
Ooh. Man, I tell you, I have no words for this. The brazenness, the unmitigated gall, the kahunas to go behind the counter and make your own bowl is crazy. Now, I really have a lot to say, right? There's so much that I want to say, but my immediate first thought here is how big of a back do you have to have in order to go behind the counter in a restaurant and push all of the other employees out the way and say, fuck it, I don't like the way y'all making my bowls, and so I'm gonna go make it myself. She then loads up a mountain of sour cream and corn on the bowl while continuing to push employees out the way. Now, I don't know who the manager was. It's kind of hard to pinpoint who it might be, but this whole shit should have never happened. I know it's not rocket science to get behind the counter, but the fact that she felt comfortable enough to do that is insane. I promise, a Chipotle bowl is not that serious for you to walk your ass back there and start making your own bowl like it's Cold Stone or some type of frozen yogurt place or like it's Golden Corral or Old Country Buffet.
Just let her make her food. Just get her food, please. Like, yeah, like, just let her get her.
Now, in the video, she did say that she paid for it, but if her issue is that she didn't feel that she received enough portions for her money, she could have simply said to the person making her food, hey, can you give me more chicken? Or can I get more sour cream? Or hey, can I get more queso? Can I get more guacamole? Unless they were giving you like two little tiddlywinks of steak in that bowl, or, a couple granules of rice. I don't understand why this happened. Also, to the person recording, telling her to just let her, telling these people to just let her take the food. I have a two-sided view of that comment because he wasn't the only person that said this. The person recording wasn't the only one with that sentiment. I've seen plenty of people in the comments saying that the guy should not have tried to take the bowl from her or to try to stop her at all. And to that, I say this. On one hand, I can understand that at best, these workers make between $12 to $15 an hour. They're not trained to handle these types of situations, nor are they paid adequately enough to justify them stepping in and trying to stop the person from doing this. I know that management actually discourages employees from stepping in and trying to play hero. But on the other hand, there's this innate human sense in me that I just can't kick, right? I can't help but say, fuck that. Because sometimes it's just about the general principle. Like, get your ass from behind here. Not to mention the fact that you have a customer now playing around with the food. So now you have a possible contamination problem. Now you have a health code violation. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm thinking this way, but This is the way that a manager or a higher up is thinking in this situation. So now you have to worry about serving this contaminated food to the customers. Then she throwing food in people's face behind the counter where the rest of the food is. Like, who raised y'all? Then there's the conversation of, and you got to think about, if you let this chick come back here and go to town, now everybody in the store is going to feel inclined to want some of this. And now you have yourself an even bigger issue. Now, listen, you're not going to see me champion and, grabbing my torch and pitchforks for $1 billion company like Chipotle. I mean, I'm more of a Qdoba person myself, but I understand that a $15 Chipotle bowl is not going to break the bank for Chipotle. But at the end of the day, Chipotle is kind of becoming like the new Waffle House. And by that, I mean, there has been so many upticks and fights that has occurred there, and customers just lashing out. And not to mention, just to throw this out there, the numerous salmonella, E. coli, hepatitis outbreaks that have occurred at this restaurant over the years. So I wouldn't dare be fighting their battles, right? Like some sort of, like some sort of soldier. But sometimes enough is enough. And this is people's jobs. Like, you wouldn't want somebody coming to your job and wilding out like this, would you? I didn't think so. So homeboy taking the bowl out her hand, I feel is justified, because honestly, who the entire hell do you actually think you are? Because I guarantee you that if she was to walk out with that bowl that she made, she would probably have walked out of there thinking that she was justified in what she did. And she would go home and tell her friends about it and, have a good old laugh thinking that she did something, and have her little minions in the comment sections egging her on, thinking that the shit's cool and cute because they saw the same thing happen on an episode of Baddies. Now, if she had pulled out a gun or something like that, then at that point you throw your hands up and say GG's. All right, you just, you wipe your hands with it and you just say, you can have it. If it mean that much to you, you can have the bowl full of rice and corn and sour cream. Even though you can make this same bowl at your own house, if you willing to die behind this bowl, then more power to you. But in my opinion, it's just not worth it. You willing to catch an assault charge and go to jail over a Chipotle bowl? Wow. See, I blame the Popeyes chicken sandwich epidemic. I blame that, because prior to that madness, you weren't really seeing this type of crashing out bullshit take place this often. Now everybody wants to go crazy and to wild out at a restaurant over food. And another thing, some people, I just have to talk about this. Some people, they get so caught up in the whole, don't play with me mentality and mindset that they don't think about nothing else. Like, they don't think beyond that moment. Like, people want to try to prove that they not the one so bad that they end up embarrassing themselves like this. All for what? To prove a point? And what point might that be? That you're a fucking psychotic big back that can't control their emotions? All this humpback whale had to do was say, hey, can you give me more food in my bowl? If they didn't want to do that, she could simply ask for a refund or walk out and go somewhere else. Simple. But hopping behind the counter and trying to make the bowl yourself and fighting with the employees, knowing that they don't get paid enough for your bullshit, all because you want to prove to everybody that you not to be played with and you this rough and tough, I'm going to get my way and I'm going to make sure, it's dumb. Like, this is the hill that you want to die on? Okay. Be my guest. Just ghetto and unnecessary behavior once again. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about this situation. Please let me know what y'all think about it. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to smack a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe for the one time. Peace. Ratchet as hell, man.